What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Good Time Trading YouTube channel. And today is going to be an educational video for new traders or experienced, but more towards newer for sure. So when you first get started trading, I know I did the last video, you got your chart set up. So now the next step is learning how to actually put the trade on, because that's how you're going to make money. Not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but for educational purposes, let's say you are trying to figure out, okay, well, how do I put my money on here and potentially not lose money? Because trading is a zero-sum game. You're paying market fees, you're paying market orders. When you enter the trade, exit the trade, you're paying for trading view, all this stuff. So when it comes down to it, you need to only put your money in at the best spots. So that being said, looking at Bitcoin right here, so right here at 60, let's see, what price is this for sure? So 64.42, it came down and wicked to a support line. And that's another video I'll do with you guys later. But for now, let's say you can use my numbers that I have on my chart. So 64.41, let's say. So we say, okay, if Bitcoin, a local top was put in here at resistance. So it rejected resistance, just like if you threw a ball up to the ceiling, it would bounce back down. So we said, okay, the balls hit the ceiling. Now we know we might come back down to here. Okay, but it blew through it. So that trade, that long entry off support was invalid right here. But it's Bitcoin, and it likes to have huge wicks. So, but let's say it did though come down to the floor. And where did it go to? Well, right down to a critical historical support line looking left, where we put the bottom in right here. It was the main focal point of the breakdown back in 2018 when it dumped it through the floor. So this line was huge. So we knew when it got back down there, hey, we might ought to listen and take a shot at it. So with that being said, we know it was coming there. So we seen the wick. We said, heck yeah. All right, well, the right way to do would be to put your entry in, and then with your stop loss at, let's say, 4%, but your target was 8%. So that's a 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio, and over time you'll earn more than you would lose because you had a stop loss and your exit was higher than your stop loss. So, and with that being said too, don't use your whole trading account to trade, because if you go in, let's say you have a 10 grand account and you go in with 10K and then you get stopped out 4%, well, that's a lot of money lost. Well, now you're like, okay, I'm gonna try it again. Well, now you're stopped out. You've lost 8% of 10 grand, and that's almost $1,000. Now you're like, okay, how do I get it back? Well, then you're like, well, I'll just put more money in the account and trade with a higher amount. But that's a slippery slope, kind of for another topic. But what I'm getting at is you don't want to trade your whole account, only a percentage, like 1 to 2%. So with a 10 grand account, just start out with $100 or $200 to make sure that this isn't just hocus pocus and you can actually be profitable before you lose a lot of money, because these markets are extremely high risk. And yeah, this thing could dump down to $1,000 and you're long and lose it all off one trade. But if you're sticking with the strategy and only use $100, $200, it won't hurt you that bad, and you can live to fight another day. Because this is a long-term game. It's not just a you don't have to make your life savings. You don't have to double your life savings on every trade. But with that being said, that's a good beginner intro on how to do risk management. And also, um, make sure you put your stop loss in before you even enter the trade, because a lot of times if you don't do a stop loss and you're like, okay, I'm visually gonna my bad guys, I'm visually gonna take it at 4% lower, when it gets there you might panic or fat finger the trade and mess up and click the wrong button. But if you have it predetermined, your exit and entry, then before you take the trade, and your stop loss and how much you can lose, it should be a no stress trade and a fun trade, and you'll have a good time. So anyway, I'll leave you off with that. Thanks for coming back. Subscribe if you're new, and don't forget to like and comment down below and let me hear what you guys think. Thanks, and see you guys tomorrow.